Hey there, it's Anders from transformingadhd.com. I just got off the phone with a mother whose son is really not functioning well in school. He's complaining about school, his teachers have no idea how to handle him, and we talked this over. She just wanted to figure out what she could do. She's already taking my online parenting class, and she wanted my perspective on her specific situation with her child in the school. Now, normally I coach. I don't have an opinion about what changes people make. But when I think about kids in school that are not functioning well and teachers that don't understand them, I have a tendency to get up on my soapbox. And I thought I would do that for you right now so you can hear my version of what you might best do for your child. I really don't think there's anything wrong with your child. He's special, he may be difficult to handle, but what if that was just his normal? What if he is fast? What if he is all over the place? What if he is so curious that he can't sit still in school? What if he is so independent and freedom-loving that when you tie him down to a chair, it's like a trauma to him? That means school is traumatic. That means that you're really breaking him down, trying to break him into the very square way of being normal in today's world, which isn't all that great if you think about it. When you think about the entrepreneurs, the world shakers, the artists, the architects, whomever you think about that are doing something special, that are thinking in new ways, that are doing things that we didn't think about doing a few years ago. These people are all wired differently from the norm. They're all having their own difficulties while they're succeeding wildly with whatever they're doing. Nobody has it easy, but if you don't acknowledge the powers that are inside your child, you will make it extraordinarily difficult for him to function, because every time he is told that what he's doing and often who he is wrong, then his self-worth is getting a kick down, down, down. And if there's one thing that will lead to an unsuccessful and unhappy life, it's a self-worth that has just been kicked throughout childhood. So what you want to do is figure out a way to honor that special child of yours, how to boost and up and create a stronger self-worth every day. And you need to think about, is this school right for your child? Is school even right for your child? A lot of people right now are having immense success with homeschooling and even radical unschooling, which basically means that whatever the child is curious about, interested in, he gets to learn about. He gets to talk about what he's learning, how he's learning it. And the thing about unschooling is that unschooling is not just leaving your child at the iPad for the rest of his life. It's really more than that. It's going into the iPad with him, maybe even playing the games with him, learning and talking about over lunch what he learned and what that means and how that is related to math, or how that's related to history or whatnot. And you build curiosity like that. If you have a faster than normal, differently wired, special needs child, you'll know that when he gets excited about something, he probably can't stop learning about it. What you want to think about is, how can you create an environment where he can learn the things that he needs to learn? He may not need to learn everything in the same order as every other child. He will need to learn most of the things, or at least some of the things that they learn in school, but maybe he's not ready for them. Maybe he needs to have a why, a reason to learn it first. And nobody has a reason to learn a lot of the things they learn in school at the time they learn them in school. Except, I want to learn it because it gives me good grades. But if you are faster than normal, if you are differently wired, and you are a child with a lot of power and energy. You don't care about that. You care about what you want to learn, and you want to learn it right now. So figure out a way to give your child the opportunity to learn the things that he needs to learn. So an example from a couple of years ago is I worked with a child with autistic characteristics, and he had difficulty functioning in school, except that he was good in math. Now his parents and I had to talk about math and how he was excited about, I think it was Minecraft and a lot of different other games. And we talked about how programming is really the kind of an extension of math, and we found out what programming languages lie behind the modifications that you can build yourself into these different computer games, and that you could even learn these things on khanacademy.org for free even. And suddenly the parents had a way to engage their child in free learning on his iPad, so it wasn't just free iPad time whenever he had difficulty in school and had to break off from standard curriculum. He could move into his iPad and learn about things that were important to him. He wasn't playing the game. He was learning about the game and learning how to think in the game and whatnot. So this gave him inspiration and motivation to dive into Khan Academy and really explore the things that he was excited about. And a lot of his problems in school just disappeared because you know your child, he can sit still when he's focusing. So this is just one perspective of how you can handle a child that is having difficulty in school. I know there are so many different ways to have difficulties in school, and this is of course just one of them. But I wanted to let you in on this little secret that your child may actually be normal for himself, so that you want to figure out ways to support this normal that you may not even understand. Maybe your spouse or partner doesn't understand it either. But if one of you has the diagnosis and you think back to early childhood, early start of school, you'll realize that there were some things that you were wishing for. What if you could give your child those things, that way of learning, that way of exploring the world and yourself? I think that would bring up an extraordinary child and a self-proficient child, robust, and one ready to create some of the magnificent changes and art pieces that we are so desperately looking for in our world today. I wish you all the best. I hope you may be inspired from this. If you have thoughts about this, please comment in the section below, and I'd love to respond to whatever challenges you have in your life and with your child in school. Also, if you are inspired by this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And if you're curious about learning more about how I help kids and parents, head over to transformingadhd.com and explore the many free resources that are available on the site. And I'll see you there.